Hi everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our grow kits. And we have two different versions. These are what they look like. We have a single one, which is called an all-in-one growing kit. And this is really for a novice grower who's never grown chilies or any vegetables like that in the past. And we have a second growing kit here, which is our 4 variety selection growing kit. And what I'll do now is show you what they look like inside and how to use them. And this one is a 4 variety. So this is more for somebody who's grown at least one chili plant or a tomato plant in the past and they want to do something a bit different. This kit has all the essentials you need to get the seedlings going and get a small plant at the start of the season. So we've got 4 varieties in here. I'll open up the kit. This kit has Bulgarian carrot, poblano, jumbo serrano and ají mango. So we're covering a range of heat levels and different flavors and different uses for all of these chilies. Your jumbo serrano, you can make a salsa verde with that. Your poblano, you can use that in moles and Mexican stews. Your ají mango gets a bit hotter, so you can make a nice chili sauce out of that. Similarly with your Bulgarian carrot. So inside the grow kit, so we have a propagator lid, we have the seeds, we have all the labels, a pencil, and we have the propagator base with the coir plugs. So these are the type of coir plugs that we use here at the farm. And what you'd notice is that they're dehydrated at the moment. They're completely sealed all the way around, apart from a small exposure at the top. So when you're arranging them, what you need to do is make sure they're sitting with the opening at the top. And the propagator base is designed to sort of hold these little plugs in place. And they will expand to about probably 4 or 5 times their current size. So what you need to do is give them some water. So what I like to do is flood the whole tray and let them sit in the tray for about 5-10 minutes. And you can see they're already starting to fatten up. So you give them a bit of time and they'll start fattening up. So here are the plugs and they are almost fully saturated. You can see that they're swimming in water. So what you need to do at this stage is drain the water out. So simply as that. Now there's a little trick to getting their seedlings doing really well in these type of plugs. Because as I said, these are the plugs that we use here at the farm ourselves for thousands of seedlings. And we prick out literally over about 15,000 plugs into things like this. But when they hydrate, they are still quite compact and hard. So what you need to do is massage the plug a bit until it's broken up and it becomes nice and loose. So you can see that I'm rotating it around my finger and giving it a gentle squeeze. Not enough to squeeze and damage the cotton sleeve that's holding all the coir fiber in there. I squeeze it like this to loosen it up and I just make sure it doesn't sort of all spill out over the top. If it does crumble out the top, it's not that big a deal. But you make it as loose as possible. And my method is to use both hands, one squeezing at the top, one at the bottom, until everything is nicely dislodged. So you can see the difference there between that one and that one. One is compact and cylindrical and one is gone a bit oblong. So you need to go around and do that with all of these. So what you've got here is all of these plugs laid out, ready to be used. Now they're a little bit higgly-piggly, but that's not a problem. Once the actual plants start to grow and the roots start coming out, it's when they really get their structure. So those are now ready to be sown. And we've got all the varieties out here. We've got the jumbo serrano, the Bulgarian carrot, the ají mango, and the poblano. So the idea with this is that you have, on average, 4 to 5 seeds, and you've got 8 plugs. So the idea is you'll do 2 of each plug. And what I like to do is I get myself a little dibber. Don't have one here right now, so I'll use the tip of the scissors. And we'll start with the poblanos. So with these plugs, you can take them out of here to use them when you're sowing the seeds. Just like before, you make a little hole in there where you're going to put the seeds. What we like to say is sow at least 2 seeds per plug so that you have at least 1 healthy seedling coming up there. So what I'll do then, in this case, I'll put 3 seeds into one and 2 into the other. So now obviously they're a little bit protruding, so I get them in there and make sure they're covered with the compost by about, maximum 5 mils of compost over the top. So that's the seeds there. These other 2 need to be settled in a little bit more. Push them down very gently and cover over the seeds. So that's your poblano seeds. Importantly, you have to label. So because there's 4 varieties in here, you definitely want to keep these nicely labeled up. So these are poblanos, and these are capsicum annum. Now these labels aren't designed to be stuck into the plugs, because the plugs is not the final destination for your seedlings. So you're not going to try and stick this into the plug. What you just want to do is sort of keep it in position where you're going to be using it, just so that you have it ready for when these seedlings come up. So once you've done the first variety, you then want to go through and do the others. So I'm going to do those now and come back. So I've sown all the other seeds and I've put the labels in there. Now what you'd notice is the labels are a little bit big for the propagator, but the reason why they're that way is because at this stage you don't really want to be labeling up the actual plug themselves, because these labels are designed to go into the 1 liters. So what we do is we fold them in half and we put them in there so that you can keep track of what you've grown. And then you put a lid on there. You then put this on a sunny windowsill, or you put it somewhere warm like an airing cupboard. I prefer to use an airing cupboard because the seeds don't actually need light to germinate. They just need the moisture and the temperature. Somewhere where you get a nice constant, at least 20 degrees, if not hotter. 25 degrees, 30 degrees is better. The optimum temperature is about 27 degrees. So you get the propagator lid on, and what that does, it keeps the moisture in there. And when you're watering, obviously you take this off. Make sure you water each one of these plugs gently. What you can use is a nice squeezy bottle or a very, very gentle watering can. Put your lid on, put it somewhere nice and warm. And what will then happen is your seeds will then germinate within a week to 2 weeks. And when they germinate, you'll then end up with a plug with 2 seedlings. And it's up to you if you want to try and pry out one of the seedlings, but we advise not to do that because you can actually damage it. But you take one of the weaker of the 2 seedlings out, and you leave the plug with just 1 seedling. And then as that grows on, which you'll see, I've got an example just over here. You grow it on to about that size. I would say this is probably about 2 months worth of growth from germination to this size. And once it's grown to this size, you'll then take the label and you put it into a nice 1 liter pot. And then the label will fold open like that, and you can stick it into the side of the pot that way. And you pot up your seedling into a pot. So thanks for watching an introduction to what our grow kits look like. At the beginning of March, we'll be running a grow along with our grow kits, and Jason from the team will be running that. And he'll take you through the process of how to really set up yourself and grow these, not within a professional environment like what we're doing here, but within a home environment. So you can see it's much more related to what you'll have at home. And at the same time, others here at the chili farm will probably be doing the same as a bit of a competition amongst the staff to see who can grow the best chilies. So join us for that one.